So, 5 things I hate about my RS. I don't hate much. There's not much to hate about it. A lot of people complain about ride quality and the pogo effect and what have you. There's a lot of things that people will say, but I've lived with it for a year, 16,700 miles on it. Got it in October of 16. Is that right? That sounds right. And I love it. This car is incredible. If I had to pick something that I don't like about it, the fuel tank's pretty small, and everyone says that, but it's true. I'm filling this thing up all the time, it's just, what, 12 gallons? So it's not tiny, but the gas tank in my Mini Cooper is noticeably bigger. So if I drive that, if I daily the Mini, which is pretty much me taking it to and from the train station, I'll fill it up once a month. If I drive this on the weekends, I fill it up once a week. So it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Good. But on average, I can get 23, 24 to the gallon. But again, who's buying this car for fuel economy? Nobody is. So what else do I hate about it? There is no room in the back seat for another person. Maybe behind the passenger. But yeah, that's number 2. The second thing I hate about my RS is I'm 6'2", so I put the seat all the way back. And in doing so, unless you don't have legs, you're not going to fit behind me. There's absolutely no room behind me. So from a practicality standpoint, it fails because I can carry 3 people in my hatchback. So I thought it would be better, but again, I don't care. I really don't care because I rarely transport people. Maybe I have friends. I rarely transport people. So I don't really have a need for room in the back. You can fold the rear seats flat, but you can't do that when my seat's all the way back because it needs room behind this seat for it to kind of pop up so that the backrest can fold flat. So that's kind of annoying. Figure now is as good a time as any to do the 5 things that I love about my RS. A lot more fun than the 5 things that I hate. And of course, I'm at a fucking red light. As you can see, I got my Monster hat here because I am a Ken Block wannabe. Number 43 as my autocross numbers. I just love that he was part of the development of the car, and this is actually inadvertently now one of my 5 favorite things about the car, which kind of coincides with just the personality of it. The fact that Ken Block, who everyone knows as the Gymkhana Hoonigan, the fact that he was involved in the development of the car just speaks to how much Ford wants this vehicle to be a fun vehicle. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's a blast of a car, and it's meant to be had fun with. So just the personality of the car, and that's why I have some of this stuff that's kind of a reference to Ken Block, because it is just such a fun car, and the personality of it, just how you feel when you drive it, and the drift stick and all that kind of stuff, the drift mode. It's just meant to have fun. So number 1 I love about the car is the personality. Number 2, I mean, this is all stuff that you've heard before. Number 2 is going to be the stock power, 350 horsepower, 350 torque. It's just it's awesome. It's a monster. Damn, man, something's wrong. I got some serious vibration going on here in the car. This is less than desirable. My alignment's probably way fucking out because of that. Me jerking off. Shit. That's annoying. Maybe it'll sort itself out. That's how that stuff works, right? So yeah, number 2 is just the power of the vehicle. It pulls well. I'm gonna tune it at some point after next year. After I get out of B Street, I'm gonna tune it, and you know the end goal is to go the fully built route, but that's years down the road, so I'm not too concerned. Number 3, third thing I love about this car is the sophisticated all-wheel drive system. I've never had an all-wheel drive car before, and I always wanted one. I was always a fan of the Evos and the STIs, and I wanted that style of car. But this all-wheel drive system is just so much more advanced than like anything else. It just helps you to rotate, get the car pointed in the right direction. It's such an incredible performance, and I'm so fortunate. I'm really privileged to, one, have the car, 2, for the first really all-wheel drive car that I've owned, have it be a system as capable as this is. It's awesome. It's so exciting. It's so much fun. Jesus, this vibration sucks. If I go faster, does it get worse? Yeah, it does. Damn it. I fucked something up. I fucked something up driving it. That's annoying. Well, that's what you get for fucking around, right? The 4th thing I love about this car is the community that's associated with it and comes along with it. It's not a cheap car. It's an expensive car, relatively speaking. So you do get a little bit of an older demographic purchasing it, which is kind of nice because you're hanging out with and talking to a little bit more established people, and that's not a knock on a young person, because I'm on the far younger demographic, and I'm kind of the asshole of the group. But it's nice because you can have intelligent conversations. You don't have kids doing burnouts all the time and stuff like that. It's respected by a lot of people. I mean, a lot of the owners that I've met of the vehicle are over 50, which is kind of neat. It's cool. And a lot of my buddies that have purchased it or have owned one, they're just a little bit more mature, and it's nice. That's all there is to it. It's nice. Man, it's really weird. At like 50 or 60, the car feels fine, and on some roads it feels fine, but now, like when I do like 70, it doesn't feel fine. There's like a lot of vibration, and I guess that's just like an alignment thing, and I need to get the alignment done anyway, but I'm like poor and cheap, and whoa, that was a bad move, guy. RAV4 and Honda CR-V owners are bad drivers. I know everyone thinks that everyone else is a bad driver, but RAV4 and CR-V drivers are bad drivers. Now I'm doing 70 and the car pretty much feels fine. So is it road specific? Like, is it just me? A lot of vibration in the cabin. Steering wheel's fine. I just feel like it's coming from the back. The 5th thing that I love about my RS are these seats. These seats are awesome. And that's my biggest gripe, not my biggest, but one of my biggest gripes with my Mini is that, especially like autocrossing, I have to brace my left leg against the door to keep myself in place. And I get it's on a racing car, and most car seats are going to have a lot of movement. But in here, man, I don't move at all. And I don't even really fit in the seat that well. Like, I'm not a thin dude. I'm 6'2", I have wide shoulders. But, here you can see, like, my shoulders fit in there nicely. Down here, it's a little bit less ideal. I kind of feel like I'm wedged in, like, one side or the other. It's almost always this way. But that being said, it's not bad. And they are comfy. They're cool seats. They're Recaros. They're comfortable. And they keep you in place. And I love them. I love these seats. It's the first thing that people notice when they get in the car. As soon as they sit in it, it's got a tremendous wow factor. It's just, whoa, these seats, dude. And they just bolster you right in. My girlfriend thinks they're super comfortable, so that's always a good test, because most girls don't really care about a lot of this stuff. And a lot of the things that car guys really appreciate, girls may not like so much. Car being loud, i.e. fart can, uncomfortable, that sort of thing. But she loves the seats. She's got no qualms with it. I guess that's another nice thing about the car, is that, the girl likes it. She doesn't mind going around in it and driving in it. We took the road trip together in it, and she's enjoyed it every step of the way. So, it's a winner. Fucking vibration. Holy hell.